Welcome to Filipino Soul Radio. This is Gerard, your host, editor-in-chief of Filipino Soul Radio, aka SGIB Magazine, which stands for Soldiers Guide Intentions. Believe that, because everyone should be soldiering for something. A dream, a goal, an idea, a train of thought, something. Okay, what I've been doing is I've been focusing on Filipino music, or not just Filipino music, music from different cultures, and how enjoyable it is, and how admirable it is for someone to take interest in another culture's music. You know, often the time you have people who have backgrounds of different cultures, the mother being maybe Filipino, or their father being, being another nationality or whatever, who you may not even think was that. For instance, I found out that the lead singer from Journey now is Filipino. Pina, something, I can't remember his name. But, and let me tell you, there's no great of an compliment of the quality of that singer to be able to to step in to the shoes of Steve Perry, the original lead singer for Journey. When I first heard them singing Journey, or someone played the Journey song, I said, wait a minute, that's not Steve Perry. And then I was really dumbstruck to find out that this artist was playing with the original band of Steve Perry, of Journey, that he was the one that they chose to carry on the group Journey. But anyway, this next artist who I'm going to play, he's half Filipino. You may know him. It's in English, but this song here. When I do karaoke, this is the only song I do, because this song means so much to me. With Diamond. So here we go.
All of your heart, all night and
talking about when I say how music makes you feel. Some songs you just can't help but to sing at the top of your lungs because the words mean so much to you. Diamond had turned me on to the song. I knew another song from this artist called, let me see, what was the name of it? It says, let's see, I remember the lyrics. It says, I brush back the hair from your, love me with, not love me with all your heart. That's the one that we just heard. But it says, I brush back after the loving. I brush back the hair from your eyes. Oh, that's such a beautiful song. But anyway, we're going to move it right along. We are talking about Filipino music and I guess Filipino artists at this point. So I'm Gerard, your host of Filipino Soul Radio. You know, it was always surprising to me to find Filipinos who know the songs, the words of a lot of songs. You know, it's like, how do you know Earth, Wind, and Fire? Like, how do you know, a so-and-so song? How do you know these songs? I mean, often the time they don't speak English, but they can sing American songs with perfect pronunciation. It's absolutely, amazing. It's amazing. Often the time they get a lot of the words wrong, but they may not know what they're singing. But let me tell you, to hear them kill, a song like I don't know, something that has a hook to it. I say, what's a good idea to give you? Like I'm trying to think of Al Green's song. I'm so in love with you. Something that has a hook in it like that. They butcher it just because they don't understand it. And it drives me crazy. I said, wait a minute. That's Al Green. You don't sing his song like that. Or Phil Bailey for Earth, Wind, and Fire. When they sing the song Reasons. The reasons that we're here. The reasons that we feel our feelings won't disappear. Oh! They don't do it like that. But mainly because, the chords or understanding, the appreciation we have for the way Phil Bailey does it. So to hear someone sing it not like Phil Bailey does it, it's always like, hey, what are you doing? That's Phil Bailey. That's Reasons. You don't garble his song like that. But that's another incident. But all this time, it's that's how they perform or they sing the songs, because when they don't know how important a certain verse is to the original culture, then they don't get it. But then on the same token, them singing those songs. This Diamond, who I'm with now, when she plays music, because sometimes let her play music, and she's often the time playing, like Bon Jovi, all that stuff. She knows all the words, but sometimes it's just so depressing. I want to say, my God, somebody give this girl a cookie, please. Get her out of this slump, make her smile, make her happy. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, here's this young artist here. I hope you enjoy it.
Lagi akong di mo pinapansin, para na lang akong laging sumusunod sa gusto mo. Lagi kitang inaalala kahit di mo ko pansin. so sweet. Kahit ako hindi mo pinapansin, hindi ako nagagalit sa'yo, pagkat alam ko na ang iyong damdamin para sa'kin. Hindi mo lang alam ang aking nadarama pagkapiling ka. Honey, my love, so sweet. Kahit sino ka pa, basta't mahal kita. Lagi na lang ako sumusunod sa'yo. Mahal kita, siya lang totoo ako. Honey, my love, so sweet. Kahit ako hindi mo pinapansin, hindi ako nagagalit sa'yo, pagkat alam ko na ang iyong damdamin para sa'kin. Hindi mo lang alam ang aking nadarama pagkapiling ka. Honey, my love, so sweet. Kahit sino ka pa, basta't mahal kita. Lagi na lang ako sumusunod sa'yo. Mahal kita, siya lang totoo. Honey, my love, so sweet. Walang ibang mahal kundi ikaw lamang. Sabihin mo sa akin, ako'y mahal mo rin. Ang bibig ko ay pakinggan mo. Honey, my love, so sweet. Honey, my love, so sweet. Oh, honey, my love, so sweet.
Wow, I hope you enjoyed that. Okay, this is Gerard, your host of Filipino Soul Radio, and we are talking about music internationally. We're talking about taking the time out to listen to music from other cultures. I've listened to Turkish, I've listened to Indian music. If you listen, you see, I have a theory, or I have a belief, and I have a core that if anyone, once I was on the Iceland Arts Council board, and we were the only organization on Long Island to host the New York Philharmonic. They have the Boston Philharmonic, the New York Philharmonic, San Francisco Philharmonic. It's an orchestra. And I had got a chance to interview some of the musicians. You might see him on my YouTube channel called SGIB Mag MAG on TV /THEGGEE spot SPOT. And you might be able to find them. But I interviewed 3 of them, and I asked them what made them decide to pick up an instrument. And each one of them said, my mother made me do it, and that's how important music is, or children learning instruments is. Because you see, I believe at some point in time when they get into school and they continue their music lessons, that they come to believe that being able to play an instrument or being able to sing gave them an identity. Not only that they come to find that people like what they do. And I think for them to overcome the personal shyness of being able to perform in public is tremendous. I think them getting acknowledgement from the people they play for is so rewarding. So, of course, them being talented leads to a whole lot of things like relationship, love, and etc. But if an individual takes the time to learn a craft, I can sit and watch them perform no matter what language it is. Because it's at that point, it's not about the music. It's about taking or being proud and being able to personally acknowledge that the training that it went through, the dream that person had followed to be able to get to the point where they are. So, listening to music or artists that you don't understand the language to, it's shouldn't even be an equation that would be left out, or the reason why you don't listen to music from other cultures. So, anyway, with that being said, let's move on to the next song. No, I'll tell you what, I'm trying to keep all these under 15 minutes. So we're going to stop here, or a little beyond. You're listening to Filipino Soul Radio, broadcasting from New York, and I'll soon be back in Cebu. I'm editor-in-chief of Filipino Soul Magazine, aka SGIB Magazine. Soldiers got intentions, believe that, and everyone should be soldiering for something. A dream, a goal, an idea, a trend, or something. Never, never, never disrespect the elderly and always pull someone up. And sometimes, my God, sometimes you may be the only one to see your vision. And the best revenge in life is to live good. I'm living good today. I hope you are too. Go out there and make it a great day. And remember, I will always love you more. In my singing voice. And if you're lucky enough to have a woman like I do, as Ollie Woodson once sung, former lead singer of the Temptations, treat her like a lady. And ladies, if you're lucky enough to have a good man, make him feel like a king. Make it a good day.